Today we're going to walk you through how to install the triple loop SLX RECON bar on the MV Triton. We're going to show you how to remove the bumper, fit the cradle and wire up the bar, and then install the bar. Thank you. Right now we're going to start with the grille cover. So there's 8 clips in the top. We're going to remove those, and then we're going to move on to the hidden bolts in behind the side marker lights. So just a trim removal tool, get that in there, work it around, and you should be able to pop this out, showing you the bolts in behind. And then you'll have access to the bolts in behind here. Remove the top cover off the car now, and we're going to take out the clips from the front of the grille. And then follow that, we're going to take off the camera plug just here. Once this is removed, we can then pull the grille off the front, and we can then work on the bumper. The grille off the car, as you can see, the radar is actually part of the bumper, so we'll take that off later. Right now, we're going to unscrew both sides on the indicator lights. We've actually taken the covers off. There's a Phillips screwdriver on either side of those. Those are going to come off now, and then we're going to work on the clips underneath the bumper. They're all clipped in. Once we've gone through those, we'll then look at removing the bumper off the car. We've moved on now. We've unclipped all the press clips on the side guard. Gone through underneath. There's press clips underneath the bumper as well. Also removed the 10mm bolts underneath the bumper. Now we're going to go forward and unplug the camera at the back here. So there's 2 plugs there, as well as unclip these 2 plugs off the bumper and unplug those. Okay, so we've gone through now, done the clips on the inside of the guard, removed the clips underneath the bumper as well. There are some 10mm bolts under there we've gone through and removed. Now we're going to go forward, unclip these off the bumper. There's one either side, then we'll unplug them, and then go through and unplug the radar at the back here. So there's 2 plugs on there as well. Gone through, undone the 3 nuts on the back of the radar here. Also unclipped the radar off the back of the bumper. Once you remove the radar out of the bumper, please mark which way is up, because the writing sometimes is upside down. Right now we've moved forward, undone both sides of the bumper. We have clips that retain the bumper to the guard. Once they are undone, you can peel the bumper away from the vehicle. Just note to pull from the front forward, as there are clips that hold the headlight eyelids back onto the car. We're now going to go through, there's 2 Phillips retaining screws in here that hold this foam on. Once they're off, we're going to go through and remove the, what do we have? 14mm bolts that hold the crush bar onto the car. Move the crush bar off the front now. We're going to move through to the side. Both sides of the car have a plastic retaining bumper clip panel. It's 2 10mm bolts. Remove the 10mm bolts, and there's a Phillips head in here. Remove the Phillips head, take the plastic cover off, and then insert the 10mm bolt back in the top. This holds the headlight in. Headlight retaining clips. We're now going to move on to removing the bash plate. Like I said earlier, there's 2 12mm at the front. There's also 2 12mm underneath the car. We'll remove those and then put them back in once the bash plate's out. Bash plate's now off. We've got hangers either side. So as you can see here, 12mm again. We're going to remove both of those and then start unwrapping the bar, installing the cradle and putting the chassis brackets on. Right now we've removed the bumper. We're going to go through and remove the air dams off both sides. So we have 2 clips on side here, 2 up inside on this side and 1 on the side. We'll go through and remove them off both sides, and then we can go through and install the cradle on the bar. And now we've gone through taking our side air dams off. We also need to remove the air dam just here in front of the intercooler. So we have a couple of clips at the front here and a couple of lower down. That will remove this one and these 2 side air dams. Right now we've got the air dams off the vehicle. Now we're going to fit our chassis collar brackets. So there is a bolt that goes all the way through the chassis rail, and then we'll fit our outside bolt and inside bolt. These will need to be tensioned up just finger tight through the chassis rail, as you can see. Once we fit the cradle, we have a cutout, so we can then tension up fully the collar brackets and put in our top 2 bolts. Right now we've installed our chassis collars. The bolts are all finger tight, so we can tension them up after. We've gone through and installed the cradle. We have 8 of the factory bolts back in the cradle, as well as an additional 4 bolts inside and outside on the chassis. I've also installed the recovery points. We have 3 bolts either side, with the recovery points coming on the inside of the cradle. Next step, we'll tension these all up enough to hold it in place, and then we'll go through and wire up the bar. Sure, right now we're moving on to the bumper. We'll have 4 sensors in the Triton. We go through, we mark all these sensors with an arrow up so we know which orientation they are. D for drivers and P for park. So they've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. We've also got our lane departure sensors on the side. So passenger and up. We'll unplug these, simply press in the side clips and slide them out. We'll go through, unplug the factory fog lights, and then unclip this harness. Once we've done this, we'll drag this over to the bar and lay it on the bar in the same orientation we have it on the bumper. Right now we've moved the harness onto the bar. I've noted the orientation of the harness. As you can see, our sensors are drivers and up. Just a quick overview of the bar. We have an area for our lane departure on the side here. I've pre-installed our 2 fog lights this side of the bar. You'll note our sensors go here and here. We also have some retaining clips on the bar for your harness to clip into. So we'll utilize those. And once again, our sensor holes pre-bolted in the fog lights, and our other lane departure side is going to go here. Right now I'm going to go grab the sensor applicator. We're going to rub the sensor applicator on the bar to get ready to glue the sensor holders on. Okay, right here we have our bag containing the harness. Inside there you'll have all your stuff for your sensors with our applicator and a couple of wiring loom harnesses as well. So we're going to grab our applicator out of the bag. Would use gloves with the applicator, just a word of warning. We'll open this applicator up. It's a spongy substance. We'll rub it around the 4 sensors and get them ready for the sensor holders. We've applied our applicator onto the bar. We have 4 of these sensor holders. What we're required to do is pop out the center of the sensor holder, and then we'll file back the 2 little nibbly bits on the sensor itself. So as you can see, we pop that out, and then you can see we've got these little clips on the inside. We're going to file those back with the file so they're nice and smooth, so it doesn't create extra pressure on our sensor. Then we'll work out what orientation we're going to have the sensor holder, and then we'll apply the 3M adhesive on the fascia of the holder and stick that to the bar. Next step, we're going to move on to installing our lane departures either side of the bar. We have our cover, which is a 3D print, goes on the front. As you can see, there's poles on the corner. We are going to use some 3M tape along the ridge. Alternatively, you can actually glue this in as well. This will be situated in the side of the bar here. We'll then go through, install our lane departure. This gets bolted onto the side of the bar and positioned with the 3 bolts. Once we've done this, we can then go through, plug the harness in, and move forward to installing the bar. Right now we've done the side lane departures, and I'm just moving on to the sensors. I've done 3 of them already. Like I noted earlier, we've marked our up arrow so we know which sensors are on which side. On the top of the sensor retaining clip, you'll notice there's a barbed cross side and a smooth side. We're going to use the barbed cross side to apply the pressure onto the back of the sensor. When the sensor's in place, it should still have a slight bit of play. Don't put it in too tight, otherwise the added pressure on the sensor will set off the alarms in the car. Right now, all the sensors are in. We've got our lane departure module. This is the passenger side and noted up. This is our retaining holder for the module. So this can only go in one way. So we slide this in. It's got a retaining clip in there as well. So once this is in, slide it all the way in. And then this bolts into place here on our side of the bar. Right now we've got the bar pre-wired, zip tied it all up nice and neatly. We've got the lead bar installed and our wiring harness ready to go. We're going to move this bar over to the car. We're going to check the alignment on the car before we tighten the cradle bolts. The chassis collar bolts have been tightened up because you won't be able to access these later, with the nuts on the inside of the chassis. Okay, so we've got the bar on the car now. We're going to go through and plug all our harnesses back in. So we've got our lead bar harness, our camera plug, which sits up the top here. Also got our radar in the middle, and the 2 sensor harnesses, which are either side of the grille here. Once we've got that buttoned up, we're going to go through and put on our underwing plates, our bash plate underneath, and then finish off our top cover on the car itself, and then we should be ready to test the lights. Fantastic, guys. Got the bar mounted up, looks amazing. Just finished off the underwing bash plates on the side, trimmed the inner guards to suit. Also comes with a center bash plate mounted in here with rated recovery points through the bash plate, nice and high, so easy access. As you can see, there's a lead bar and fog lights. So the internal set of fog lights are wired to your factory harness. The outside fog lights and lead bar are wired to a wiring loom. And the lead bar will fit anything up to a 31.5 inch lead bar. Camera is relocated back into the bar as well as the radar. Now, if you come around the side here, you can see the lane assist modules are relocated into the bar as well. So there's one either side. The bar actually has a compatibility to fit the GSX-R, which has flares. So we've got blanking plates in on the side here at the moment. And then this will go and mount on the other side. So I'll just show you how it mounts. 3 holes on here, obviously blanked off, and this will mount in to match your factory flares. In the center here, if you want to access your winch, we've got the removable grills in here, so you can access your clutch plate inside here, so easy access for your hands.